Canadian Council on Africa is an organization that was created to promote trade and economic development between Canada and the continent of Africa. It's a membership organization, and our members represent all the sectors of Canadian economy. Africa is one of the continents that have younger population. Over 40% of natural resource is in the continent of Africa. You have a continent of over 1 billion or 1.2 billion people. The future is Africa. You got to face it. There's a reality. Africa is going to be the food basket of the world, okay? So this is the reality. Infrastructure, road, construction is happening. There are people who are talking back in the 70s, 80s, who are still think they don't see what's happening. It's happening daily in Africa. Let me give you an example of a country like Ethiopia. Ethiopia has their major airline, which is Ethiopian Airline. People are surprised to see that this local airline, government airline, is making link all over the world. Ethiopia have just built a light rail, okay, in the city of Addis Ababa. They are building the dam. They are building infrastructure everywhere. They are building their manufacturing industry. But what story you hear about Ethiopia? A poor, look at the kids, that people, but they don't see other things that are happening in Ethiopia. And that's the story of many other countries. So for me, we are dealing with the reality in Africa, is now. I think it's up to Europe, America, to wake up and say, let's go and join the boom that is happening in Africa, let's participate. You cannot take 100% of labor force to bring to Africa. You will need the labor force there. So you are training, you are hiring people, and those people that you hire are going to earn income to help their families, to send their children to school. The money going into the economy, that's why it's going to help the government to collect taxes so that they can help with public services. So when the people say there's no impact, of course impact is not going to happen overnight. We are talking about volume. We have to create the volume. So we want more businesses to go. Not one business and said, where is the impact? Because they hire maybe 3 people, you don't see the impact. But 3 people maybe is feeding maybe 60 people, maybe 20 people. So these are the things that we need to look at. In terms of training, Africa is rising, is booming. However, they still need to build capacity in many areas. In the area of training, for instance, for capacity building skilled laborers. This can be an excellent place where the people can come to be trained, and you have a labor force here that we can join with the Canadian companies so that we can go and provide the service and the work that need to be done in Africa. So for me, I'm seeing a real partnership between Canada, the Canary Island, as a platform, as a hub, in order to doing business in Africa.